Hello, YouTube. I want to talk again about Yakutia, one of my favorite subjects of research, and I know that my work has been published in Russian in Yakutia a number of times, and they know about my work, which is I'm very glad about, and I'm glad that I can bring attention to its paranormal phenomena as well as other quite unusual phenomena in that part of our planet. So today I want to talk about the issue of the gates of hell melting in Yakutia. You see, the Batagayka Permafrost fault is located in Yakutia, in Verkhoyanye, 7 kilometers from the district center. Its depth is 100 meters. Its width is 800 meters, and the length is more than 1 kilometer. The crater has grown to such a size in more than 50 years and continues to melt, becoming larger. So why is this happening, and what does it threaten, really? In the mid-1960s, the Batagayka looked like a small ravine, 5 meters deep and 100 meters long. At that time, a large area of the taiga or boreal forest was cut down for the needs of the village. The top layer of the soil was damaged and the process of degradation began. This is how the largest permafrost basin in the world was formed. Now its area is 43 hectares. Locals call it the gateway to hell. So, since 2000, the Batagayka crater has been actively melting, expanding by 5 to 10 meters per year. As scientists explained, the development of the depression was provoked by climate change, active deforestation, and mining. During the rains, the water could open up icy soils, according to Nikita Tananayev, a researcher at the Institute of Permafrost Studies of the Siberian branch of the Russian Academy of Sciences. After that, the melting process went faster, and it is impossible to stop it. While we cannot say exactly what harm this will cause to the ecology of Yakutia, but the global effect, even if there are several similar cases, should be minimal. We often encounter a similar phenomenon on a smaller scale. Usually when underground ice melts, the sinkholes fill themselves. Most likely in 10 to 15 years, the soil will fall from the banks and close the crater, slowing down the process of destruction. In different years, the gates, or gateway to hell, presented the Yakut scientists with several unique finds. In 2009, these were the Verkhoyansk horse and the Batagay bison, the hoofed lemming in 2012, and the fall of the fossil horse in 2018. This last discovery made a splash in the scientific world. It was a fully preserved carcass frozen in permafrost. The fall was about 3 months old. The value of the find lies in the fact that the buried layers are known from where the animal was pulled out. So you can study its habitat. Judging by the depth, the fall could have lived 30 to 40,000 years ago. It has completely preserved its dark brown coat, mane, tail, and internal organs. There is no visible damage. This is the world's first find of a fossil horse of such preservation and such a young age, according to Semyon Grigoriev, head of the Mammoth Museum at the Northeastern Federal University of Russia. The Batagayka became a research hospital of the Northeastern Federal University. Every year, scientists of various disciplines study this phenomenon this is natural phenomenon. The walls of the basin are of the greatest interest to specialists. In the frozen thickness, you can find plant, roots, animal remains, loam. The age of the deposits is about 200,000 years. Local residents fear that the size of the sinkhole may increase so that it will begin to threaten the village of Batagay, which is located 7 kilometers away. Specialists of the Institute of Applied Ecology of the North believe that the fault will not reach there, but it will still expand for some time. During the active degradation of permafrost, methane and carbon dioxide are released, according to Alexander Fedorov, Deputy Director of the Institute of Permafrost Studies. If now the danger comes from anthropogenic factors, cars, power plants, etc., when the emissions into the atmosphere will accompany the melting of the permafrost, the scale will be much larger. So that's a different opinion from the previous one I told you, but let's hear them out. From a height, thawing looks like bumps on the ground, as if the soil has sunk, but the bumps remain. Such phenomena have always been noted, but until the 1990s they were rare and were associated with the accidental opening of the permafrost layer under man-made influence. The degradation of such soils has become a frequent phenomenon over the past 30 years. The melting of the permafrost is affected by an increase in temperature, an increase in the power of snow cover, forest fires, and anthropogenic impact. Now these factors have combined and the process has gone faster. So according to scientists, the melting of permafrost can impact many sectors of agriculture, industry, and infrastructure. At the meeting of the head of Yakutia with the scientific public, the director of the Permafrost Institute, Mikhail Zhelezniak, proposed to introduce a permafrost monitoring system in the Republic to ensure this sustainability of life in the north. By the way, the fires, so that you know, there are fires that have raged through Yakutia, causing great damage. Yes, the earth is changing rapidly, but I'll tell you something. With all this monitoring and attention to natural phenomena, we're finding other things about Yakutia, which is good. Please look at my videos in the playlist that I'm attaching to the description of this video. From the cauldrons to unusual gigantic birds to UFOs and legends of ancient legends about USOs, so to say, unidentified submersible objects. You can find a lot in Yakutia, and I'm sure we'll be finding much more in that most interesting part of our planet that should be paid more attention to in the world of Forteana or paranormal research. So I'm doing my part. If you like my research, please kindly support it through the links you'll find in the description to this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and I will bring you more information about Yakutia piecemeal, but you will get it. Thank you.